Yo, what's up, world? I'm glad you've taken some of your valuable time to spend with me today, and I'm really glad for how far we've come. We are currently at 161 subscribers, so 162. So thank you for the growth, and feel free to hit the like button and share with your friends for the algorithm, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. My name is Pamin. And in this channel of mine, I help inspire more people into tech and share some of the mistakes I've made along the journey so you can avoid that. So today we are going to talk of 10 common mistakes that every programmer should avoid from some of my experience and from some other things I've researched. And I'm glad you're with me, so stay tuned. So the first thing is not writing readable and maintainable code. Other people are going to use your code, so make sure to write code, because maybe it's not open source, but maybe there's another programmer who will come and work on your code. So it's really nice to write code that is readable and maintainable. Yeah, don't give people hard work. The next thing is not testing your code. First of all, you know the importance of testing code. The reason why people test code is to make sure that the code runs and to avoid mistakes that might come later on, like maybe your system being vulnerable or something like that. So it's really a good idea to be testing your code, and I'm really notorious for not doing this. I'm continuing to learn how to test code. Like, I have been testing so far since I started learning blockchain solidity. I make sure I test my code, and I'm even trying to do it on JavaScript. So that is one thing I have learned that is important to do. The next thing is not keeping the code and the documentation up to date. As I said, people are going to use your code. Wape kazi rahisi bana. If you can make the documentation for your code, it will really be useful for someone who will come and use your code. Next thing is not planning before you start coding. Planning helps you know what you want to do. Like, let's say you want to make a bulk management system. It's really nice to draw out the structure of the thing you want to code. Don't just jump right into it. At least do your research so that when you're finally making the system, it will be easier because you already have and you know what you want to make. Another thing is not properly handling errors and exceptions. So anytime there's an error that is not properly handled, your app will crash and fail. Another thing is not using version control. By version control, I mean things like GitHub and the likes, to keep up to date with your code, because if you are collaborating with people, then I think it will be really important for them to get the code, and when you make a mistake, you can revert back to your previous code. Another thing is not following the best practices and best coding standards. You'll ask, why is it a mistake? Let's say maybe you're making a website. There's a certain standard for making websites. People are already used to maybe a certain way, and if you start doing it in a different way, then it will really be hard for users to adapt. Another one is not optimizing your code for performance. What I mean is that your code will slow down the more you console log all those statements. I'm sure in JavaScript on React app we take longer to load, and I can say this from experience. And maybe if you've started programming already, I'm sure you have noted something by not optimizing your code, especially in JavaScript. The other thing is not understanding the users of customer requirements. I think this is self-explanatory. And finally, not staying up to date with the latest technologies and best practices, because whatever you know right now will be outdated in a few years, right? I started learning React in, let's say, 2019. Up to now, there's a new standard for writing React code. It's really nice to keep up to date with the best practices in the field. So guys, I'm really glad you've been with me. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Have a great day, guys. Jibambe bana.